Welcome to section 5.7, day 2, scatter plots and trend lines continued. As a warm-up, let's just review the different types of correlation. So I want you to identify each of these as positive, negative, or no correlation. The first one shows a negative correlation, the second one is positive, and the last one is no correlation. So today, what I'd like us to do is create a scatter plot for the data. This is in the packet that I've given you in class. And what I want you to do is come up with a scatter plot and then come up with a trend line. So here's my scatter plot. I counted by 5s on both the x and y axis. Paper clips is on the x-axis. The weight is on the y-axis. I chose these 2 points, 40, 46, 30, 30, for my points. I found my slope, which was 1.6. I put it in point slope form to start, distributed, and came up with my y equals 1.6x minus 18 for my equation. Now, today what we're going to focus on is how we can use the graphing calculators to come up with a line of best fit. So, the way we're going to do this is we're going to first enter in our points by pressing stat and then enter. You type your x coordinates in L1 and your y coordinates in L2. Then we're going to change our plot type by pressing second, y equals, and enter. Select the on and the scatter plot type. L1 and L2 should be indicated. Your screen should look just like these, with the exception of our data is going to be different from the ones that they have typed in here. Now, we're going to need to set up our graphing window. Notice the window that they have here would not work for our data because our data went from 20 to like 60 some. So this would not be a good window for us to use. We should probably go from like maybe 0 to 75 counting by tens or something like that. So the x-min I would say is 0, x-max I would say we'll say is 70 counting by tens. Y-min we'll say from 0 to 70 again counting by tens, and the resolution we never change. Then you can go ahead and press graph and they'll show you a scatter plot. Again, ours is going to look a little bit different than theirs because we use different data. Now, we can also get the calculator to come up with a linear regression for us. This is a line of best fit. So to do that, we're going to press stat over and the number 4. Then we're going to press VARS over, enter, enter, and then press enter to paste the equation for graphing. This time when we press graph, we'll have our equation graphed with our scatter plot. And again, this would give us our equation. Now, hopefully, our equation that we came up with, or that you came up with, matches what they come up with on the calculator, or is at least pretty darn close. So let's take a look here and see what type of correlation we have. And for this one, we have a strong negative correlation. And again, our linear regression should be negative 0.78x plus 3.77. Now, we can also make predictions when we have a line of best fit. It says to predict the value of y when x is equal to 3. So I come over to 3 and I go up, and it looks like my y would be about 1.5. Predict the value of x when y equals 3. So when I go up 1, 2, 3 and over, it looks like x should be equal to 1. So by coming up with a line of best fit, that gives me a way to make some predictions. What I want you to do is finish up the packet that we did in class.